Hello and welcome to the newest event within the Madness community. We're going to jump straight into it. We're joined by our community games director, a man of many wonders, Mr. Plug. Would you like to say hello? And there is my intro gone. Let's go for external. 1, 2. There we are. Can you hear me, Mr. Plug?
Hello.
Roger. We've done a beautiful intro for yourself. You're going to have to watch that back on stream because microphone issues. But we are joined by our community director, man of many wonders, Mr. Plug, who's going to quickly give us a show of the incredible events that is in store for you all as of, well, 5 minutes.
Yeah, so welcome to the beautiful Russian base. In here we have our hostage, Mr. Brandy, who's waiting for his rescue from his American friends. The Russians will be keeping him on this peninsula in one of the prison cells of their choosing. They have one somewhere in here, and I won't show you too much. And one somewhere in here. And basically, the Russians will be able to respawn at this base as long as they hold one of the main objectives up here. So levy, this point right here, and the point up here near Black Lake. Once the Americans hold these 3 objectives, the Russians no longer can respawn here. Because we're in a Game Master scenario, they can use a construction truck to build command posts or FOBs near the objective, but they cannot build one on the peninsula. The Americans are starting all the way over at Leamington, and their convoy. 1 second. And their convoy is getting ready to head out.
Fantastic. What can we expect to see in the convoy?
Well, we can expect to see command trucks, LAVs, construction trucks, everything they need to set up an FOB and punch through the FIA along the way, as there is a lot of guerrilla resistance that has already destroyed multiple convoys before they could get there. They won't face any RPGs until they get to Levy. The Americans do have supply points around the map, like right here, and up here in Regina, where they can set up their FOBs. I believe the American plan so far is to take the long route around Regina and set up a FOB near it for supplies. To combat helicopters, we've limited it to supplies, and they have to build an FOB first. So you can expect a mini conflict battle today.
A mini conflict battle. I'm super excited about this, and again, for the maximum kind of engagement like with the viewers, I feel like I'm in the same boat as them. I really have no idea of all the hard work that's got into it, but we've got a minute now just before the event begins, and we'll continue talking as it does. But would you like to kind of show off some parts of which you've created, you and the team have created for this event, which you're either super proud of or maybe people and viewers don't know behind the scene?
Base, anyone who's experienced Game Master before will know how impossible it is to turn over a chair or to put a table, bed up like this. So it's all the little details. All of us together, or who the admins on the Martin Walsh community, we all contributed. We all found these little ways of making Game Master work better. Originally, we did plan to host it inside this cave right here, but there was a bug that would crash PlayStation players if they did go near it. So, so we had the last minute rebuild the whole base on this little peninsula. And thanks to White Rabbit, we found this base, this little cave here where they can hide him. So
from the Soviets, like, they've got a bit of time before the Americans make their way from Leamington, the far west of the island. What are the Soviets going to be doing in that time? Setting up, what's their goal other than keeping the hostage, Mr. Brandy, who you can see in the tent just there? what do you expect to see them doing in preparation for when the
So
Americans make their way
the
over?
Americans can only extract Brandy to one of the main bases once they capture it. So the Russians really don't want to lose this point. Their main plan is to not lose this point and build as many defenses to combat helicopters as possible.
Okay, so again, to show us there, the Americans have to make their way from Lamentin and capture. Show us the 2 points they have to capture to then
Three.
transfer, or 3 points they have to capture,
Yeah.
and they can
So they need
transfer
to get.
Brandy to any of these three.
Yeah. So Levy. This point doesn't really have a name, but this point up here, and the point up here above Black Lake. Now, if you don't mind, can I start it? It's got
Absolutely.
this
Let's
name.
start the event.
I'll start it for them. Let me just remove this zone so they're unrestricted. And I have to do the other one because we just lost Kata.
And again, for the viewers right now, massive hello and thank you for joining us on this Saturday night, 8 p.m. The lightning bolts have gone down. We're on board with King Plug, as I like to call him, who is our director for these events. And it has begun. We're going to be seeing the Soviets setting up at those forward operating bases. Again, making sure they make the Americans' life as hard as possible. And let's just have a little zoom in. Plug zooming in right now.
We've got them taking Brandy to his cell for the night.
Okay.
He's been facing a lot of abuse today.
Brandy has been facing a lot of abuse. And they're going to be walking him down the hillside. And I'm actually going to just swap over to my point of view now as well. I'll be keeping an eye on Plugs to make sure we're on the same page. As the event is going on, Mr. Plug, what are you going to be doing with everyone?
Of the event, so not building a FOB on this peninsula because they can only respawn with the respawn point, and making sure they can not retake these objectives. So yeah, I forgot to say, so the Russians cannot recapture these once they lose them.
And how hard do you think it's going to be for the teams not killing Brandy, the hostage?
We've had a gentleman's agreement not to kill him, but they have asked me multiple times what happens if in a last man scenario, if they were unable to, if there was one Russian left and they were unable to stop the Americans, and I believe they do understand that they will lose the game.
Yes, and that's one thing. Again, I think anyone that is playing this game, and they are the lightning strike I've just seen for the Americans, we're going to see their convoy rolling out. I'm going to be jumping on board. Like you said, you've got your jeeps up front, you've got the command truck, you've got your LAVs. Look at this. Oh, they are well equipped, Plug. Do you think they're maybe too well armed?
Yes, due to a bug.
Due to a bug.
Yeah, so we've got supplies enabled, which means it should be draining supplies, but unfortunately right now Game Master is bugged and it won't drain supplies regardless. So we've had to limit them by restricting how many supplies they start off with, so they couldn't just spawn helicopters or probably no helipad. So it's been hard to control it. We've had to deal with many bugs, but we're trying to make it happen. The main squad leaders are aware of the rules and they are trying to follow them, but yeah, they are very heavily armed.
Yeah, they are, and I'm expecting, again, the Soviets, they've got RPGs, correct?
Correct, and if you look around along the route between Morton to Levy, you will see there's a lot of very, very nasty AI locations with RPGs that will probably take them out first, to be honest.
Love that, and I'll be keeping
Especially
my eye on
around
that. Before I love you and leave you, because obviously you are going to be running the event, who do you expect to win? In your opinion, who do you expect to win? And what are you most looking forward to?
So I've followed the teams for the past 2 days. I've seen their strategies, I've seen their planning. For, I would say, past 6 hours, I've started to lean towards the Americans winning because they've really organized themselves. really started to understand what's possible. But up until then, I did think the Russians would win. So it's a 50-50 chance. If they use the map to their advantage, they can definitely win it.
Wow, wow, I'm excited for that. And is Kata here at all?
Oh yes, I am here. Yes.
Kata, fantastic. Quick from you, a quick expectation of the winners. Who do you expect to win? And a quick highlight of the map as well.
Well, honestly, I think the Russians are gonna win just because they have to defend.
You think they're going to hold
That's my
that defense?
expectation. Yes, it's gonna be very hard for the Americans to push through. That's my
Lovely.
opinion. I mean, if they play it right, they could have all kinds of nasty things shooting at the Americans down from the hills.
Wow. Okay, love that. And what's your highlight of the map of the event you guys have created?
I actually like the bunkers where Brandy is gonna be kept.
Yeah, I think
I think it's the turned over chair. It's the best part.
The turnover chairs, yeah.
Honestly, it's hell to make that work.
Oh, indeed. And the Soviets looking regimented as always. They're already up to the bases on the hill, already at levy, and they're gonna get building. It looks like straight away. And again, it's an hour. How long for the event? And if they capture a forward base, how long do we add on to the event?
So yeah, I forgot to say. So the event without any extensions is 1 hour 15. If they do for every base the Americans capture, main base they capture, we add 15 minutes to the time.
Yeah, 15 minutes to the time. So again, this could last up to 2 hours if the Americans are structured in their approach of capturing the bases. But if the Soviets do a good job, they could run the clock down in 1 hour 15 and take home the victory.
Yeah. So
Incredible.
There are multiple possibilities. I think the Americans have realized there's a lot of AI along the route and are now going off-road.
Yes, and again, I'm just kind of having a look at that there. Again, lots of AI going into Morton as well. You can see, again, the forward. The Americans are already quite split, and again, leaving a lot of the AI. Hopefully the rest of the team.
I hoped they would push first with the LAVs, because there is not any AI with RPGs until they get to levy. So the LAVs should have been effective against that, but I think they're dodging them instead.
But to be fair, the 3 LAVs, they are making their way. Quick question, I'm just going to take some quick questions from the chat. If anyone's got any quick questions for Plug or Kata, please get them down here. And before the questions come in, again, just a massive thank you to these two for putting this together. And again, it's not easy. I mean, when I leave my Discord open on previous streams, you'll all hear the pings, and I'd say 99% of that is Kata and Plug, and again, everyone else that's helped them too, just helping putting these events together, because it is crazy behind the scenes. So yeah, massive thank you.
So worth it. So worth it when you get to see it play out like this, honestly.
Oh, yeah, seeing your creations come to life. Absolutely. Again, any questions, I will come back into the mod call. But for now, I'm going to jump on board with the action. I'm going to be keeping my eye on the Discord as well, and I'll jump back in the mod call here and there to check in with you two. But thank you so much for setting this up, and yeah, we'll speak to you soon.
Enjoy the
Speak to you soon. Enjoy it.
And there we go. And there we go. We've got the Americans. They've got an hour 15 to make their way towards the Soviets. If you've got any questions, we'll be joining Kata and Plug back. But here we are. We can see the LAVs. I have no idea what's happening with Big Jim there. Looks like his cannon's on auto fire. I'm going to quickly swap over to the game so I can actually hear what's happening. Wow, that is loud. That is very loud. You can see me turning that down. Big Jim. Really trying to destroy that tree right now. And the rest of the forces, you can see, split up, off-roading, making their way ahead. And it looks like they're trying to get some supplies. And this might be the command truck right now. Very interesting. Oh, but even more interesting, we've got Mini Tower, who looks like they're going to be trying to get some info or maybe set up some forward attacking booby traps. Very interesting. Again, when you think of this hostage situation, the aim of the game is very simple. The Americans are trying to get the trophy of Brandy. And Brandy is just down here. Maybe we go and chat to him right now. Oh. There we go.
Keep it quiet down there.
Brandy?
Hello.
Mr. Brandy?
Hello.
How you doing, buddy? How does it feel to be a hostage?
Not great, man. I was told to keep quiet.
Oh, hey, there we are. I actually can't see a thing back there. So the Soviets have got you good. Have they been treating you well?
One of them has.
What's this got going on here?
Oh. Okay.
Visiting hours are not right now. Where did he go? The little shit.
He's probably lost it.
Okay, we're gonna have to disappear. I feel like I'm putting Brandy's life in danger there. Brandy is the hostage. He is what the Americans are trying to capture. But the Soviets aren't gonna make it easy. You've got Mossy here on defense in the BTR. You've got Ollie, who is his jailer right now. I tell you, they're taking this very, very seriously. On a show, absolutely. Look at this incredible base the team have put together. But there's no Soviets. Could we see a back door? I mean, that's it, right? You could backdoor it. You've got objectives here on the hill, which they're building up. You've got the nests. You've got helipads. You've got Levy. Again, Levy's the first base they're going to have to take. Look at the team. They've raced over here. They're building it up. And this is where the defense is going to take place. Before they get there, though, they've got AI roadblocks in Levy. They've got an hour 15. Is an hour 15 enough time? We'll have to see. Again, 12 minutes have already passed. And again, the majority of the Americans are only now just getting past Lemuel. With more on the way. What do we got here? We've got again, a BTR and LAV. Parked up, left behind. You've got teams running back. And the LAVs are now making their way around the roadblocks. I think maybe fearing for mines. Let's have a look at the forward attacking Americans right now. Very split up. Oh, and we've got some early fights right now. You've got Bearded being taken on by the AI. But do they know about this? Oh no, it's Tobias Gaming. And he's going to come in. He's going to say hello. Or is he? He's heard the vehicles. He's prepped. He's ready. He's taken aim. Look at this. Absolutely respect this. Trying to slow them down. We're going to see right now the first engagement. America versus the Soviets. Who's going to come out on top? Triz taking the lead with K1 and Supremacy. Looks like there are plenty of supplies here. This is a supply point. Both teams have objectives and customized maps of these key locations. And Tobias and Samuel, I'm not sure they're ready for the fight which is about to happen. Tobias spotting the AI, moving away. You've got Samuel on the fence. K1. Oh, K1 in the doorway takes the first kill of the game. First blood award going to K1. Woo! Let's go. I'm so excited for it today. Thank you very much for joining me. This is the Arma hostage event. These events are so much more exciting to watch than my football team Spurs. Ooh, Spurs are not in a good place right now. Good evening, Martin. Good evening, Reckless. Good evening, Kata. Doug, no questions, but a massive thank you and a huge amount of work. That all goes, again, to Plug, Kata, and the team. Mr. Poosh, again, one of our many amazing mods. Rare Butter, how are you doing? Perfect is right. I'm amazed at the PlayStation 5 streaming and gaming capabilities, to be honest. Absolutely. Betty, how are you doing? Images quite pixelated. Yes, I was doing the beginning on Discord, and I don't think Discord could keep up with the Arma stream from Plug. Oh, running back into the hills, Tobias with the sniper. He's going to be pinging away at the American forces. He was with, again, the first Soviets to lose their life. You can see him right here. Searching for a victim. Gathering intel. This is one of many battles to come. The main forces are on their way. Let's remind you of what is to come. You've got Jiggly. And you've got Lucky in the forward operating LAVs. They are going to be making their way towards Morton. In Morton, there are more AI, more roadblocks slowing them down. Hoping there's not too many more. Again, you've got... Oh, okay, a bit of a surprise here in Morton for them. I'm just hoping they've got enough time to make their way, again, to Levy. That's where we need the bulk of the fight happening. I might have to add a game extension on myself. Again, Stux, Deft, Psycho. Again, they've gone to these supply points here to cause disruption. Not too far away. You've got the team here. K1, Spike, Villain, Tobias keeping them at bay for now. LAVs coming down the side. Big Jim, Munster, Eden and Bearded following suit. 17 minutes past. Just under an hour to go. They're going to have to get to these bases. Each base they capture is an additional 15 minutes. Reinforcements needed at Squad 1. You're going to see Squad 1, 2. You can see a lot of code language. Maybe even some Morse code. These teams are prepped and ready. Let's jump on board as they head into Morton. Are you excited for the event? Are you ready? Shots going in. Clearing it out. Yes, absolutely. Your likes go towards future events, pushing this out for everyone to see. There are more events to come. This community is more passionate than ever. I tell you what, my unread messages and requests on Discord is crazy. I need to go through them. I feel like Santa Claus of Arma Reforger right now. Yeah, because I have messages and a brief looking at them. Many people with many ideas. If you have sent me a message, I will get around to it eventually. But lots of people with a lot of amazing ideas, which we all want to support. We'll even start doing events off stream as well. Just so you guys have got something to sink your teeth into. Because Arma Reforger is incredible, but these events, scenarios are next level, and the creativity of the community is just amazing. So yes, thank you all for being here. Enjoy this event. The hostage situation is underway. LAVs making their way around Morton, not wanting to waste any time. Wise decision right here, because we've got a ton of AI waiting at the park, but taking a less strategic approach. Lucas, who's going to find the wrath of the AI to their max. And we're going to see how this fight unravels. 1, 2, 3, 4 AI have gone down. Stevie Wonder on the gunner. Actually made great work of them, I have to say. Actually made great work of them. One more to the left. He's behind the lamppost. You've got the bearded team coming in. Stevie, to your right, Stevie. To your right, Stevie. Oh, I reckon he's unconscious. Yeah, he is. He did a good job. He did a good job. Bearded moving forwards. And they are gaining traction towards their first base of capture to add another 15 minutes onto the clock. It's going to be a tough one, though. It looks like the Soviets are prepped and ready. You've got Drowsy joining the Soviets right now. Ugly Kid. Windigo in the town. Samuel. He's going on a joyride right now. And again, here is another base. If they capture Levy, they can come to the hillside. They lose the bases they cannot recapture. They get pushed back. And if I was these guys, I'd actually be putting all my forces, the majority of them, down at Levy. But I do understand that it is quite a good idea to have some reserves, because they don't have to come right at you. You know, they can, maybe they flank round, because the objective, once again, is here, is Mr. Brandini. Oh, and Mr. Brandini looks like he might be on the escape right now. Mr. Brandini's running. The hostage is running around. He's trying to make a run for it. He's like the One Ring, trying to get back home. Mossy's lost him. He's escaped his captors. Oh my god, this is incredible. The hostage has escaped. I didn't even think this was a possibility. I mean, this is the goal. If you've lost your hostage, and he's going to make his way out, we will tune back with Mr. Brandini as he scours and tries to get out of Mordor. Can he survive? It feels like a whole different game, that. The search for Gollum. We've got Marco Polo making their way up to their bases. To reminder, Americans have to capture this base, Levy, and I believe there's one over here to the left. You've got Miss Michelle, you've got Muller, Jeffrey. They capture these bases, they extend the timer by 15 minutes. They can add an additional 45 minutes to the game. Let's jump on board with our teams. You've still got Supremacy Triz. I feel like they're spending too much time at this supply point, but I don't know the tactics, so maybe they're going to show me why they are there. Along the way, you've got Smelly overlooking the hillside. You've got Big Jim over in Fagari. Again, here you've got the LAVs clearing out the AI on their way to battle. All the way back at Morton, you've got the Jeeps, Stevie Wonder and Nissan. And close here, you've got Superdog, Jiggly, and Munster. A lot of pre-game tactics, and it's good to see because, viewers, I'm in the same boat you are. Oh. I thought there were some helicopters then. I was getting a bit excited. Hopefully we do see some helicopters. But our furthest team is still Trez, closest to capturing the base. Wish we had Bradleys and tanks, tow missiles. Saw this on SAS Rogue Heroes with the escape. Oh, absolutely. Our hostage, Mr. Brandy. That's where the action is happening right now. Tobias Gaming. Oh, did get killed, but they're making their way back to the supply point. Soviets attacking forward, but again, we are all the way at Fagari now. We've got the LAVs. LAVs are good, but you do need to keep them at a distance. The Soviets do have RPGs. And maybe we jump back on board with Cat and Plug very briefly, just for a bit of a debrief. Again, if you've got any questions, if you did put them earlier, this is your time to put them again now, to speak to our, again, event directors, Discord and server directors as well. Dino, how are you doing? Hello to the best creating community. Like usual, work keeps me away from the events, but I can lurk. Great to have you here. You're joining us for a special. Levy is the first base. We are 25 minutes in. Again, we did start a few minutes late. My fault. So we'll give a few minutes extension on that. Here you are, an absolute stone cold killer. Emsen. Let's see. Let's jump on board with Emsen right now. Boo.
Hello, mate.
How are we doing, Emsen?
I'm good. I'm holding down the line.
You're holding down the line. That's the main responsibility the Soviets have given you.
Yes. I don't know really where they are, but I'll wait for them to come here, I guess.
Are you expecting them to come in dribs and drabs, or to come in bulk and hit hard?
Dribs and drabs, to be honest. I don't think they're that coordinated.
Oh, I love that. The fighting talk is going down. You're not expecting much of a challenge, are you, Emsen?
Oh, no, I don't know, mate. We'll see. We'll see.
He's been political now. He's been political. Okay, we'll be keeping an eye on you as the engagement begins. So good luck.
Catch you in a bit, mate. Catch you in a bit.
There you are. There is Emsen. Oh, we've got our first Soviet chopper as well. Okay, let's jump back on board. We've got Jeffrey with the first Soviet chopper. Very interesting. Has it got missiles? I don't believe it has. Okay. Bases are all looking good. Let's have a look back here. Oh, and it looks like Brandini has been recaptured. Okay. Any questions, let me know. Is keyboard and mouse working on PlayStation 5? I believe so. I believe so. Ace mod and sound mods needed. Absolutely. Big respect for Kata and Plug, indeed. Great series with the escape. Absolutely, indeed. Here we go. Triz holding down the line. Samuel coming in, though, with a double kill before K1 takes him out. It looks like this is where the command truck is. This is where their forward operating base is looking. I think respawns are going to happen here. You've got mini tower coming to cause some further trouble. Is he going to spot anyone? Oh! Oh, here we go. Oh, look at that. And that is why you have LAVs. That is why you have LAVs on your team. Mr. Monster there driving the forward truck. Again, LAVs raining down. Or raining up. Lucas finally pushing his way through to Province. And then they've got their straight towards Levy. In Levy. And that's Shotain there. In Levy, it looks like the Soviets have done the heavy lifting. They've cleared out the AI. Not too many AI for them to face. Again, still plenty scattered along the way. It could be a tactical decision for them to leave this AI here to cause further trouble for the AI. And again, we're going to just jump on board. Let's jump on board with the community directors. Let me just get my headset ready. There we are.
Hello, hello.
Hello, hello.
Hello, Martin.
Okay, so
Very weird start from the Americans.
very weird. What do you mean?
Well, I think they're very fragmented, and they cleared Morton as I went around it.
Yes, yes. I did I was a bit surprised from the jeeps with the machine gunners on top that they didn't kind of go in, clear out, and just, you know, clear the route ahead of time. And I think they have lost a little bit of time in doing this.
Yeah.
The command truck, again,
Set up, but they're not respawning at it.
they're set up, but they're not respawning. Yeah, so there's only one member from that existing team there.
Yeah.
I mean, the command truck now, again, it has got supplies. Is it actually deployed, though?
I'm not sure. They just said in the chat for people to spawn there. They've just set up their FOB at Fagari. They've started building it.
Okay, they started building their forward operating base at Fagari. It's a bit... Oh, I can see that. I can see that, yeah. Again, they've got 45 minutes left.
Yeah, I know. We can extend the time, of course.
I
didn't
think...
want to make it too long because of the stream, but...
No, I think the stream, they're going to absolutely love that. I mean, we're all here to see it all unravel if we get to, like, the end of the time. And again, it's the first event, you know, like we do on many of our events. The second event and the third event capitalize. So this is a bit of a test for how much time is needed. Ready.
Jim's about to die. Oh. Sorry, yep.
There we are. But we've got Jeffrey. So talk me through the Soviet chopper right now. How are they gaining this chopper, and what do you think they're going to be using it for? Is it just for scouting at the moment?
I think that they've got an attack helicopter now. They built up supplies at Levy slowly. That's why they had only a transport one first. They've got I think Zur Olkush. He's the one running supplies around those bases.
Wow. Okay.
So they've earned it. It's just the BTR the LAV should take them out, to be honest.
Okay, hopefully we'll see some madness from them. And the Soviets, again, other than their, you know, military-based levy, have they got any other objectives? Have they got maps with the American objectives? Like, what do the Soviets know?
The Soviets know about the supply points. That's why they're sat at them. And yeah, apart from that, their objective is to just waste the Americans' time for as long as they can.
Fantastic. Absolutely love that. And again, the...
LAV takes out the attack helicopter in time.
We're just on board with the attack helicopter now. Looks like it's just eyeing out the land.
Yeah, let's see if they've called it out. Yeah, the LAVs are locking onto him now.
Okay, Jeffrey. Yeah, he's starting to take fire here.
It's just, I did expect much further.
There it goes.
You'd love to see it for, don't you?
I mean, they are, you know, wiping down these choppers with ease. Again, we'll see that continues to be the case as we move closer to the action. But yeah, I was expecting them to be a little further forward by now. The actual closest Americans we have is Smelly Finger, just below the supply point of military-based levy. It's looking like they're going for a sneaky little flank. And
I think that's the team that had the plan of going to Regina to set up a base.
wow, that is... Again, I didn't even know that was a possibility. So again, many surprises yet to come. Now, talk me through it, because we saw Brandy go on the run.
He's not allowed to. He turned off all the lights in the cave. He's walking around.
So he's not allowed to. He has to be captured. He has to be rescued. He can't.
Correct. Someone has to lead him for him to follow them.
Because I love that. I thought we were going to see him halfway up the mountain with the Soviet team chasing him.
Just finds the LAV out in the open and gets in it.
Gets a helicopter and just flies himself off. Doesn't need any Americans to capture him. He's the modern.
We've got Russian BTRs moving to the supply point out of Levy.
Oh, Russian BTRs. Oh yeah, I see it. You got Reaper. Just edging their way. I mean, the Soviets are getting, I feel a little impatient right now, which is...
Yeah, which I don't blame them for.
No, absolutely. It's either going to work in their favor, or they're going to kind of get picked off one by one, and it's going to allow the Americans to, again, just...
They have that flanking squad too on
the
Regina side.
Now tell me, do the Americans have to capture a base to then capture the hostage. Like they have to. Like there's no.
No. They can go take him, but the Russians will be able to respawn on the peninsula.
That's okay. Because I was thinking, like, what if you just sent one sole person right along the coastline, really long journey? Maybe it's like your last resort.
Russians prepared themselves for. They expected them to come from this beach here near Pearl Bay.
Okay.
But it's again very slow approach from the Americans, quite fragmented. But I don't know if that's because they're trying to move as a whole team or not. But yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. And will the Americans gain access to any helicopters of their own?
When they build their base?
When they build their base. There you are. And the ranking situation. So can they get the attack helicopters straight away, or?
Yeah, you can't limit rank on Game Master, so.
Oh, I love that. I need that in conflicts on our server, so I don't have to rank up.
Are you sure? Maybe ask the comments first.
Oh no, I don't mean everyone else. I just mean myself. Come on, there's got to be some perks. Biggie S'mores coming in with some big kills there, some more engagements. Again, I want to see if they are spawning on that command drop.
They're spawning at Fagari now. They're setting themselves up. They even got mortars now.
They've got mortars.
Yeah, the Americans at Fagari.
Oh my god.
They're running supplies now too.
Could we see a masterclass? Can they spawn AI as well or no?
Yeah, if they build a living quarter, they can spawn it.
Because
I've tried to, as much as we can, keep it unrestricted, like if they're playing conflict, but obviously anything that affects the event, try and balance it out.
Wow. Did you see the stream earlier? I know Kata did. There was the like 6 mortars, AI on all of them, and just raining. It was a sweatshop of mortars.
Yep.
I'm hoping we actually see that here.
Yeah, me too. It would be amazing if they would attack Levy with that.
Yeah, I hope they. I think they think the supply points from normal game, what's it called, conflict exist. You can see Mr. Monster right now is looking for the supplies at Fagari.
Yeah, I actually think the mortars from Fagari though don't have enough distance to the military base of Levy. I think maybe the town. I don't actually think, because I remember looking at it before, and I think it just misses out. So if they're going to do that...
They should have about 3,000 range, yeah, they can hit it.
Oh, no, look at this attack helicopter. It's gone from behind. He's gone for a beautiful strike onto Fagari. Oh, and he's raining down.
Yeah. LAV's trying to take him out.
Okay, wow. That was a much better approach this time around. Oh, we've got some very sneaky Americans right now.
I think that's why he scouted it out those 2 times. He's found out where they're set up.
And look at this, you've now got Muller in the sky. The air dominance early on is going to cause some problems. Oh, and could Muller potentially find the Americans who are going on the flank? Oh, anything is possible. I don't even know where to keep my eyes. Where are you guys keeping yours?
I'm trying to watch Fagari in this helicopter, trying to follow the LAVs, because the Americans will lose a lot of power if they lose those LAVs early. Oh, Bruch with a helicopter above the...
Oh my god, there's another one! They've got 3 helis! I mean, I wouldn't...
Will they be effective?
Will they be effective? Absolutely. And again, at this rate, you need to keep some LAVs at Fagari, because if these choppers just keep focusing Fagari right now, they're going to slow the progress down.
Oh, there we go. We've got the LAVs trying to take Jeffrey out.
You've got Muller now coming in.
If I would be the Americans, I would be the FOBs at the supply point. They have it anyway.
Yeah. Okay. Right. Oh, okay. Bit of a test for Muller there on the cornfield, disrupting the ecosystem there.
The Russians were so scared about the Americans having attack helicopters, yet they're doing it to them now.
Okay, right. I'm going to jump off again, guys. And again, massive, congratulations from everyone in the chat. Again, really loving
Any questions?
everything you've put there. I think they were originally at the top. I've asked everyone to put them back again. Just quickly checking. What's the name of the server? There you are. That's the question. This is the event server we have active for these events we do. Again, put together by Plug and Kata here. And again, moving forwards, again, we're going to run it like this with these two, the creators, in the stream as well, to give you more context. And hey, while we're here, is there anything you guys you're planning or thinking of something like a future event which you would like to do, or is this one kind of just taking up everything right now? And there's no plans.
This one has been in the planning. I don't know if you remember it, even before the island event.
Yes.
Yeah, so this one has definitely taken all our energy. But if people have any other event suggestions, feel free to put them in the Discord and we'll try and make them happen.
Absolutely.
And we also have the big island event as well that we're working on.
Improving it.
The one northwest of the map.
Wow. Okay. I can't wait to jump into a call with you to hear about that one. I have to say though, who allowed Drowsy and Emsen to be on the same bloody team?
Yep, I know. Jumbo puts them in his team straight away. As soon as he has the opportunity, he adds them.
Yeah, I'm watching, and they're actually running around together, which is even scarier. Like, it's not the fact that they're on the same team; they're running around together. Oh no, this is bad news for the Americans. Talking of that, you've got a trio approaching an American force on the dirt track.
Yeah, they might take out the LAVs.
Yeah, these LAVs need to be careful right now. I'm hoping that there is just this focus on Fugari to get the supplies, get attack helicopters, and start causing trouble of their own. Because if we actually look, they're nowhere close to Fugari with half an hour left. Sorry, not Fugari, to Levy.
Yeah, I would have expected the Americans to set up near Shotain, personally.
You've got,
because they got the coast as an option and they can go attack Levy.
I mean, you've got Big Jim, again, in a beautiful LAV, but he's coming from Lamentin, so far away. And I feel like as we get into the bulk of this fight, the time is already going to be running down. So now I'm thinking about maybe extending it already to really just give it the best event.
We give it a default of 2 hours and then extend time?
I think so. I think we definitely extend it maybe by another half an hour, so 1 hour 45. Yeah, let's do that. I think just then we can get into it, because it's going to be a lot of build up.
Yeah.
And then again, we've got the Soviets set up on the bases on the hills. They've dedicated their game there. They may not see any action at all, so it might just need a little bit longer to really get the engine roaring for the Americans.
Supplies too.
Yeah, absolutely.
They've got their supply trucks leaving Fugari now, but they've not protected them, so they're getting circled by helicopters now.
Yeah, they are like sharks. They need their air support. Hopefully we see some really good American. Oh, Jeffrey. Looks like he's going to be taking out that command truck. It took a bit of damage there. Okay, right guys, I'm going to love you and leave you, and I will see you soon to catch up.
See you soon.
There we go. And there we are. We've got Broody here. Let's jump on board. Absolutely causing mayhem right now. Woo! What are we thinking? Again, an event, a new one at that, a hostage one. And again, it's like mini aspects of conflicts. Oh, and the LAV's raining upwards. Not too many successful shots. What have we got over here? We got a random spawn all the way back there. Fugari being built up. Again, they've got their command tents. They've got the heavy vehicles. They're doing supply runs. And they're going to be building up here. They definitely need a bit more time. And that was the one thing I was a little bit worried about. But I think we're good. Hey, everyone. Hope everyone's night's going great. Happy Saturday night, everyone. You join us for the hostage event. What's up, everyone? We're on Martin Walsh 2. This is a private event. Again, we set up everyone days before. You've got Jeffrey here. As he's lost his rotor tail. It looks like it's going to be a GG for Jeffrey there. But he's going to cause maybe a bit of a distraction. Oh! Oh, dear. Oh, dear. Oh! He suicided right into the command truck. Wow. And the command truck is on fire and it looks like it's down. They can, with a spanner, go and put that fire out. Are they going to be able to do it quick enough? I don't think so. Brood coming in right now. Tobias Gaming. It's just a pummeling right now. It is back to back to back attack helicopters. Can they answer back? The only way they push forwards now is with attack helicopters of their own. Stevie Wonder. Pushing forward. Psycho. Having a little one-to-one with Max. Loses. Good job, Max. Drowsy. Jambo. Zor. Taking the blockade. Let's have a little look right now. You've got a little unit just over here. And they've come all the way to Regina. Because this is one of their capture points. They can actually set up a spawn on the other side of the objective. They set it up here. They can then flank over the mountains. Brood, on the other hand, he's ready to go. Another attack helicopter is inbound. Military base. Look at this. Absolutely beautiful. All the defenses. I just hope the Americans can actually get there. You've got Toy Killer here as well. Again, is this AI? It is. Look at all the AI they've set up. Oh. And down here, you've got Miss Michelle, Ollie Mossy, and Mr. Brandini. They're just all keeping their eyes out. Look, Miss Michelle. Eyes in the sky, watching for anyone that might be flanking. And again, that's it. Once the helicopters are up, maybe they drop off platoons to come and rescue Brandy here. Maybe that's it. There's so many ways this game could go. Forward operating bases. They need to capture them from the Soviets. They capture a base. The Soviets lose. They can no longer spawn there. So far, though, there is this battle in between Provins and Levy. This is where the action is taking place. How will the Americans respond? Again, you've got teams making their way all the way from Lamentin. Why are they not spawning at Fugari? You've got a command tent. I'm surprised we're not seeing more supply trucks coming in, building more helipads. Okay, let me maybe give them a hand right here. Oh. You all right, boys? What's the plan here, boys? I think you definitely need to get the helipads going and get the attack choppers in response, and that will cause trouble. They've really built up the base. That's insider information, that the military base levy. And I'd recommend on the mortars spawning some AI. You can put AI on the mortars and they're deadly accurate as well. So then that frees up your players. Yeah, instead of manually done, get the AI on them. They'll be much faster, and you can get your players up on the field as well.
Just do living quarters like normal, yeah.
Yeah, living quarters. Get the AI, get them on the mortars there, and that's going to give your team support. But hopefully you've got some heli pilots, because you can go for some helicopter missions to try and save the hostage as well.
Yeah, no, it's going a bit slowly.
There you are. Try and get them moving forwards right now. Again, this is what I would have done. And again, you do see teams all together in the Discord, you know, talking, strategizing, planning before the event. And it is super interesting to see what the plan is. Again, hearing there from the Americans, it's not going as expected. Talking of expected, you've got Big Jim, Sweaty, Paddy, and Jiggly is on fire by Tobias Gaming. RPGs still causing a lot of trouble. Tobias, he's got another one. And if they're not careful, Big Jim's going to be next. It's a one-man army versus Paddy, Sweaty, Big Jim. Can they spot Tobias? There's a lot of snipers going on. There you are, Tobias. Oh, he's got another hit onto the LAV. Jiggly is just rolling down the hill. Pushing further forwards. The Soviets, they're tired of waiting for war. They're tired, and they're taking the fight to them. The Soviets, look at this. Let's actually have a look at this right now. Players. It's 32 to 32. Okay. I'm going to jump back on board with our community and events director. Maybe after this. Maybe after this. You've got Muller in the skies. A deadly force with the helis. You finally got the helicopter in the air. Oh, whoa, what was that? You finally got the helipad. Helicopter's ready to take off. Again, by trees. Not sure that's the wisest decisions, but it is what it is. You've got more LAVs being spawned. Machine gunner assistant. Oh my god. Oh, we need to make a rule of no kamikazes though. Other than the one that was in the command truck, I actually really rated that. You've got man like Triz right now. Stevie Wonder still going. They've got the helipad. I'm surprised we're not seeing any heli pilots. We've only got one supply runner as well. Interesting. I mean, the Soviets, they've done a lot of prep right now. For 3 lives max. Triz US needs to be in the air. Yeah, absolutely. We need Triz in the heli pilot right now. He needs to be causing trouble. And let's have a look. What else have we got happening? There you are. We've got the Americans up on the hill. Not sure what their plan is. I'm very confused into why maybe they've not gone for Regina to build a base here and build the command tent. If that's something they can do. That is an objective, I believe. Objective, yes. Complete the objective. Maybe they could have built one. Because you've got a whole 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people. That's, you know, that's a 6 of your player base. Just on top of a mountain right now. Again, I don't know everything. I do not know everything. So that is yet to come. Tobias, Spruge, coming again. K1 in the mountainside. Maybe causing some trouble. Miss Michelle, Ollie. Mossy. Again, Figarian province, most of the players just residing there. Tobias taking shots. It looks like he's about to swoop round and onto Figari. That he is. He's coming round again. Oh, maybe he might leave Figari alone. I feel like they're now trying to figure out how to do the AI. You've got a ping from Mr. Plug, and Mr. Plug has appeared. And I feel like it's a bad time, because Tobias is lurking around like a shark. You've got the LAV. Letting it rip. Tobias has gone down. Ben has got the kill. Good job on the defense there. Love to see it. And here we are. We finally got our first one. And I'm gonna join them. I'm gonna join them.
Supplies, you can get 2 up in a second if you want.
Yes.
Keep on the supplies, boys of Figari.
Yes, guys. Love to see it. Have you got anyone on your second gunner?
Negative.
I'm gonna help you out.
Wait, aren't you the hostage?
No, I'm the host. If you had the hostage, you'll be a GG.
Roger, taking off now.
Right, what's the plan? Walk me through it.
We need to defend the supply point so that we can actually build up a solid attack.
Love to hear it. Love to hear it. So what, you're gonna just be getting rid of their air support? Oh, I see him. I see him. We're jumping on. Cheating? Trust me, the Americans need a hand. And if I'm jumping on a gunner, I hardly think that's cheating. But I hope you are all enjoying the event. The hostage event. The Americans are far from their objectives. We have US teams sneaking into the hostage location. Okay, don't rely on me as a gunner. I've got things to report on. Let's jump on board with the action right now. What have we got? Waiting for everything to load in. Oh my god. We've got K1. We've got Skinny. We've got a little unit here. They've gone around all the objectives. Hopefully there's no team killing here. I don't think there is. And here is the objective. Again, still quite a way to go. And you have got Mossy with a BTR. Here he is. Looks like he may have gotten it stuck though. But no other. A back door is probably their best bet right now. But you have got Mossy. You've got Ollie and Miss Michelle defending Mr. Brandini right now. Again, love this built-up area. We don't get to see it enough. Let's just show this off right now. Look at this. And this is their Soviet base where they're holding the hostage. A backpack would be good there. Yeah, absolutely. A backpack would be great. Yeah, you can see little campfires the Soviets have had. But they've been informed the Americans are coming on a rescue mission. So they've cleared out the camp. All the players were here earlier. And then they've raced off into the mountains to prepare their defenses. Let's just remind you where they are. The Americans have to take, or can take, 3 bases to extend the game time. And again, we may just extend that time to 2 hours. That's the longest the game can possibly take. But they've got these forward operating bases they can take. This one here, and then 2 on the mountainside. Again, we've got a squad here, but I just don't know what their game plan is. They've been on this mountain for such a long time now. You've got Triz heading there as well. I don't understand. I needed to be there in their prep meetings. Oh my god. Let's jump on back on board. They're going after the helis. Woo-hoo-hoo! I don't want to take control of. I'm back, boys. What did I miss?
Lots of dogfights.
Lots of dogfights. Okay, I'm back on your left side.
Got me my scope.
One behind us.
Oh my god. Oh my sweet baby Jesus. I feel like we're in Top Gun right now.
Kilo out of rocket feed, RTB, requesting air support as we land.
Woo! I mean, give me a clear shot and I'll rain up on them. Yeah, I see him. I see him.
I can hear you. I've got 3 MI8s on me.
If you land, I think we're dead. Give me an angle on this one behind.
Whoever's friendly and shooting me at Fagari, you're a fucking idiot. Thank you. Sorry, lads. I was need be.
It's all right. Give us some angles. Give us some angles.
Watch, cover me. Need to land for rockets.
Yeah, pull us. Ooh. Okay, we're gonna jump off board there. I think brilliant flying, but you've got a gunner. I think you need to use the gunner seats as well. They can do a lot of damage, especially if you pull alongside some of these helis. Oh, okay, and there we are. We're back in it. Fagari, we've finally got the air battles going on here. A lot of solo players. Let's jump back on board with the action, though. Look at this. You've got a unit swimming their way across. Sir Chopped, he's even taken his boots off. You've got K1, Magnuson, Skinny. They're making their way into the enemy base. They don't know where the hostage is being held. They're going to have to find. They'll have to go through the base and locate the hostage. Venom. Hey, what's the objective? I've never played and thinking of buying. So this is a custom event by Mr. Plug, Kata, and the team. This is a hostage rescue. The hostage is a pilot, a US pilot, who has been captured. There he is, by the Soviets. There he is. He's been held by Miss Michelle. You've got Ollie there. And again, so this is the main objective. You've got a squad here. The Americans have to fight their way to take over main objectives for extra time. However, the Soviets have put up much more of a fight. Oh, and the helicopters are raining down right now. Here you are. Thank you for subscribing, Tactical Trailer Trash. An absolute pleasure. I'm just going to leave my body in there. Soviets holding up the main road in. Americans going by foot. There's not an awful lot of tactics here. And you've got Baja just sniping onto the military base. The main objective is to capture the bases and then eventually the hostage. And talking of the hostage, let's jump on board with the closest team to doing that. They're making their way through the Soviet base. It's being quiet. And this quietness may cause them to have their guard down. As if we show you right now, it is Ollie, Miss Michelle. I don't know who the third player is. And Mossy versus Skinny, Chopped, Nick, K1, and Magnuson. It is a 5v3. They kill those players. They grab Brandini. They will then have to escort him to their main operating base on the other side of the island, because they've not captured any forward operating bases. And if we have a look here, we've got Muller in his attack helicopter. Just patrolling the area. You've got Geordie, the one and only. I wonder what his plan is right now. And again, a lot of defense being set up here. And a lot of helicopters taking off. I think, if anything, we probably need to set barriers for how far the Soviets can actually push up. And maybe I would have basically no AI leading up. Maybe some in the, maybe some more in the base here and actually on the points to stop and slow down the Soviets. Again, many more little tweaks we can make, but I think it's an incredible event and I've absolutely thoroughly enjoyed it so far. But let's head back to the objective. The way to win is by capturing Brandy. Right now, this squad, they're just taking their sweet time. They can go and capture him. I wonder if they're gonna. I mean, that's the best way for their team to win right now. Do you see Bearded? Look in the mountains. Oh, you've actually got S. Duffy and It Lives. They've come back. Be very interested to see why. Why have they come back? There's been no news of anything. We're going to watch Lives. I think this is a little bit sus. I mean, they've not been spotted by Ollie, to the best of my knowledge, and he is generally just looking over in that direction. So maybe there are comms there. Oh, there you are. Shots going down onto Skinny. That's going to alert Ollie and the hostage that there's fighting just outside. Very interesting to go from here to there. Unless Ollie is on top here. Maybe he did see them. Very accurate comms though. Ollie doesn't seem to be scoped in. Ollie doesn't seem to be looking. Maybe an interesting one to follow up on. Bearded. Where is the one and only Bearded? Oh, hello. Very interesting. Very... What is he up to? Oh, here you go. This is what we want. A main objective. You've got Bear. You've got Brood. But incoming. Right now. Get ready for a fight. This will add on an extension. There's plenty of AI to go around. And I'm sure the AI will get involved first. And that's going to alert Bear and Brood. They've kept them waiting. They've turned off. I don't think Brood is ready for this. Brood is on the mortars right now. Look, Brood's AFK right now. He's tweaking. He's tweaking his playing. Oh, we're going to just jump over to the ping over here. Not much happening. Okay, not as many Soviets by province now. Why have we got teams? Okay, we've got an ambulance, which I think is needed for Brandy. We've got Mac coming back in a car. These decisions just absolutely semi-crazy. And here you are. You've got Tobias. Let's jump on board. It looks like he's got a gunner as well. He has. He's got a forward gunner. And they're heading. You've guessed it. Bulgari. All they have to do is go in the tent. Do they know that? I think the front gunners were shooting a little bit late there. Base 2 is under attack. Base 2 is under attack. They've announced it. Let's have a look here. You've got Jim, you've got Duffy, you've got Mully and Slider. Lots and lots of AI right now. So they just have to get in this tent. And holding the tent down, actually unconscious, is Slider right now. Muller, I better not see you pull that RPG on a solo. Oh, he did. Eden come close behind. If they capture this base, that is a time extension. This is what we've waited for. Duffy coming in big. Brood getting the revenge. Eden behind. Slider is up. Come on. Come on, Eden. Come on. Oh. Muller, Brood, Slider, and now lots more people spawning in. There definitely needs to be a spawn delay, doesn't there? Because they've announced it and the rotations were great. They've simply just respawned to get onto the base. Jim's going to hold it. Luke's going to be there. But now there is a defense. Let's have a look over here, though. And over here, it's been announced that there are players. And look at the Soviet army coming in their forces. This could cause a distraction right now and allow the Americans to push forwards to the military base levy. So well done to this squad. Look how many Soviets this has drawn away from the main battle. But K1, Miles getting swarmed by Emsen, Jambo, Ugly, Zor, It Lives, Marco Polo. Lots of defense coming in for the hostage. Great communication from the Soviets rallying around. Miles is going to try and scamper away. And Bearded is no longer to be seen. In other news, Samuel is prowling. Lynxy making their way. Again, I need to check with the players right now. It is even. Again, I did say the Americans should have an extra team, because an attacking team, you do need that pushing force. I think it's much easier to defend than it is to attack. Let's have a look here. We've got a lot of the army here. Again, let's maybe see some helicopters. Can they use radio backpacks as well? Let's jump on board with Plug and Kata, the creators of the hostage events. One more time. Let me just swap over my microphone. Hello, hello.
Hello.
Hello, Martin.
Okay, so the time has been extended, which is needed. Again, great flank into the hostage, which drew away a lot of Soviets.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was amazing, actually.
That was brilliant. I mean, the Soviets respawned instantly. And again,
the timer straight after 40 seconds.
yeah, I mean, the respawn then on that mountain push, and it was a beautiful mountain push, which again, you've still got 3 players there fighting it off.
Yeah.
But again, they called it out, and you just saw like 7, 8 Soviets spawn on that hillside base to come in defense.
Which hopefully should have drawn Russians away from other bases and their attacks.
Yes, absolutely. However, there's no forward operating spawn right now. There's no command truck.
Yeah.
Oh, Jeffrey
And
coming in with it.
to answer your question about radios, because in Game Master we can't see radios, the Russians would be able to hide radios on the peninsula around the hostage, so we wouldn't be able to see it.
Fair enough. Fair enough. And again, the command truck changes means obviously you have to supply the command truck and then move it forwards.
Yeah.
But you can see right now, again, the furthest north, you've got Linksy, but there's just no respawn potential to go on a base attack for Levy right now, which I really was hoping to see.
Yeah. I hope they take a construction truck forward. They're resupplying currently at that supply point. It got absolutely obliterated.
Oh,
And they've
absolutely.
got other supply trucks moving forward, so I really hope this is the push where they finally build something.
I mean, instead of them taking supply trucks to the supply point, they can just build a base there at the supply point itself.
Wait, so they can build a command
We
truck?
have an ambulance.
Sorry, a command tent.
Yeah, they can build a command train by the supply point. There's no point to bring the supplies all the way back to Fagari. They can just build it there.
Yeah. We do have ambulance going around Shotain now. What's a Shotain supply point?
Okay, we finally got some forces moving up, but
Because
that's
as long as they've discovered that flank, they're going to keep using it.
yeah. I think the main objective here again is pushing forward your main spawn to allow people to get closer and spend less time traveling and capture these bases. Which again, well done to the team that did that. And again, they're still up there right now. You've got Emsen now playing defense. They've pulled back a heavy hitter. And again, it's only Muller. Muller versus Jim. I'll just jump on board with this. Oh my god, they're literally a door apart. Oh, and Jim comes out on top. So they just need to get into that command tent.
Yeah.
Big
they just
Jim.
need to go near it.
I just want to teleport Big Jim into it. Come on, Big Jim. Oh, and Psycho's just spawned as well. Oh, and another one's just spawned. Oh, and another one's just spawned.
He's dealing with them. And you got Bearded sniping them too.
Where is Bearded?
He was on the mountain.
Oh, I
sniping
see,
his main
yes.
Objective, and now he's sniping this one near Black Lake.
He's actually above the base, yeah. Oh, and again, it is just... Is there a spawn limit on the base, the mountain?
Spawn limit? No.
Could we get one?
No.
Oh, that's such a shame, because now it's just gym versus
Constant.
the entire army. And again, what happened to the Soviets having one less team than the Americans?
We didn't get enough because people didn't want to join the Americans. The Russians have been full since, I think, yesterday.
Okay, no problem. Next time we will just then move a team from the Soviets to the American team, because it's like
That's what I did, and then they filled up the missing Soviet team straight away.
okay. Well, there shouldn't have been a missing one, because they should always have been one team less than the Americans. But yeah, because the Soviets are doing so well on
they're flying
defense.
in.
Yeah,
They're flying in for Brandy now.
they're flying in for Brandy. Oh, let's have a look.
Yeah, right above him.
That's a Russian helicopter.
No, US. It's Badger and Mr. Mons.
Yeah, but they're in a Soviet heli.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, in an MI8.
Yeah.
Looks like they're taking fire though. Oh my god, Lynxie. I thought Lynxie was going for an attack on the base. But they're not. Okay. And then the mountainside. So this event now goes on to what time?
9:45 and then extensions.
9:45 plus extensions if they get to the base. What, in your opinion, Catter and Plug, and we'll leave you with this, what do the Americans have to focus on right now to really get the most out of the rest of this game?
Command trucks. They just have to put command trucks closer to any of the bases so they can get extra time.
You can see they're getting people up along that coast. They just need to put a command truck there. They need to put a base there. Anything along that coast.
I mean, if they take Levy itself, they can spawn from Levy, and they have supplies there. They can spawn from Levy, take attack helicopters, the Levies, whatever they want, or any other bases. If they take any other bases, they can just spawn from there.
Absolutely,
You can see
absolutely.
Levy is basically empty right now, because they drew the Russians back to.
Yeah, they've drew all of them out, so this is the perfect time to strike it.
But they're all. I don't know what they're doing at Fagari. Probably stood at the arsenal or something, but. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean you've got again like teams walking slowly, and
They
again.
actually are at the arsenal.
Oh, they actually. Can we get some American Barbies in the chat? What is
You
that?
see, like, I can't. We try our best to help them, but we can't make it too easy, you know.
I think right now they need all the guidance they can get. So if you want to maybe get them in their just the American chat and not the global, like command trucks, I'd have them again transport choppers dropping people off in the hillside.
They've used attack helicopters twice and then not used them again.
That's crazy. It's such like you've got Triz, who's one of the best helicopter pilots, not being a helicopter pilot.
You got a lot of helicopter pilots on their team, but I think the helicopter pilots are the only ones currently trying to organize the team also, so they're trying to be more on the ground.
Yeah, I see that. And again, there was that push onto Regina earlier. But again, the squad went to Regina, but then decided to go up into the mountains towards the base instead. But again, if they captured Regina, could they have built a command tent there?
They need to bring a construction truck.
They need to bring the construction truck.
This supplies by Regina, they could build.
So yeah, they could have captured that, and they would have had a forward operating base there and built that up. Helicopters flying over the top. I mean, the possibilities are there. I just don't think. I think maybe the pressure, the time limit, for the creativity, and again, just as I said, a transport chopper. There has been an actual transport drop.
Oh yeah. They have dropped off near the hostage location.
Near the hostage location. Again, less Soviets there to deal with now, but again, you can imagine soon as that force kind of gets it. And again, if you actually look at the pinch,
it lives.
Yeah, you can actually see a pinch happening right now on the hostage situation. But yeah, as soon as they attack, you'll see the Soviets despawn and respawn for the defense.
I think the ambulance took the wrong route on the way there.
Oh, because you need the ambulance, don't you? Can't capture without.
They can, but we can't blame the Russians if they kill him inside of a normal vehicle.
True, because that is the only do not hit zone.
Yeah.
Okay, so we've got 20 minutes left. We've got a attack happening on the hostage base right now. We've got a few forces creeping up on Levy. And then the rest of the army.
Do you think we
Disperse.
sense the time again? Let them have one last big push.
I
I
think
mean, if the Americans would focus on one base, they would be
I
able
feel
to
like
take it easily.
they've learned their lessons now. They look a bit more organized.
yeah, there will definitely be, and again, I'm going to like shout out to all the players because there will be players who will break down the stream and go, right, this is what we should do. And the second event, I already can't wait for, by the way. The second event will have a few more adjustments. Like I said, the Soviet team will have that one team less, which will just relieve some of the pressure. Mods would make it fantastic because there's obviously so many things which, you know, we would have the respawn delays and limits and absolutely everything. So, you know, it's still absolutely incredible. Bearded being hunted down right now. All the Soviets. Can you see them just in the hillside? And Bearded is still taking names, and they finally got him. Soviet drew. I'm so sorry. Bearded drew 10 Soviet players. 10.
He's been around this whole mountain range the whole game, basically.
Goddamn game. Again, like you've got Soviets now in their helicopters. Smelly Finger asking, how do we cap a base? I mean, I feel like this is knowledge they really should have known from their squad leaders. Oh, and Ben coming down here with their helicopter. They are sending loads and loads and loads. And there you are, Ollie is saying contact at hostage. And let's actually just have a quick look at the respawn here, as we'll probably see a ton of Soviets.
Is more organized.
Yeah, exactly. They're using, and they're using the global chat there, aren't they? So the Americans can see that as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jambo's killed himself. You see a lot of people in the kill feed killing themselves to then respawn.
I don't understand what Super SPOG is doing. He brought the ambulance to the down the coast on the left to the objective, but
Yeah.
he's just left it there.
Or maybe they're gonna go get their hostage and go by foot to the ambulance.
Try get him out to
Again,
the.
we'll extend it to the maximum that the event could have been anyway, because of course Saturday night people have booked out this time, but we can't go past that time limit of what it potentially could have been. So again, that 2-hour limit will be the limit to get the most. And I'm sure everyone is enjoying it. So yeah, we will do that just to see what could happen as well. But any last word from you guys again before I jump off?
Not really. Can't wait to improve it for the next one.
Oh no, guys! So honestly, well done on this. And again, it's going to be one of those where we're going to see just how crazy, insane it could get. I feel like the later the game goes on.
Yeah.
But for your changes from what you've seen from this game, what's kind of you've seen from this game and go, okay, well, this is what we might change on the next one.
Mainly spawns, AIs along the way. I thought the helicopter problem would be more from the Americans than the Russians. It turned out the Russians are the problems with the helicopters. That's why we tried to slow them down a bit. Maybe gives them a bit more supplies.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, again, that comes down to, I think, the players. Obviously, more so than the actual teams.
Yeah.
But,
well, I didn't want to put too many guardrails on there, but I could also set up their FOB for them to like capture from AI, but have it pre-built too. So
oh my god! Can you see this BTR on the base of the hostage rolling in?
Yeah.
Oh!
They've all just responded there. Did you just drive past?
Oh my god, they're climbing all over him. Again, they're not going to be able to see any names. Oh, and Muller's got the RPG. I mean, with an RPG, you want to get as close as possible to him so he doesn't go off.
They can't kill him with that.
Thinks he's going to drive away. Surely he's going to get shot. Yep, and there you are. He's gone. Okay, guys, I'm going to see you guys very soon.
Thank you, sir.
And there you are. They went for another attack. But the thing is, they haven't got the spawns. They haven't got the spawns. You can see coming down the hills there. All these efforts would go so much better capturing these bases. If they captured this base, right, they could then send heli after heli down the base. They could have their whole 30 players spawning here and going for the hostage. But instead, they've split the team and they're just going to try and wing it. But look at all these Soviet players. Crazy. Absolutely crazy. You've got Super here. Again, they're going for the hostage. That's the point of the game. But you've got all these objectives. You've got all these objectives. Again, look, you've got barely any players right here on the base. And finally, we've got a team. It's only 4 players. But you've got 4 players finally going to capture. All they have to do is walk in the command tent and you have captured it. That's it. You don't have to hold it for so many seconds. Woo! And Right Rabbit coming in for his first month as a captain. Much more to come, guys. Join the Discord for news. I love to see it. Rabbit, thank you so much for your continued support and many more events coming from the community and from Rabbit himself as well. Oh my god, we finally got the helicopters raining down on military base Levy. Incredible. You've got a team in Levy about to capture the base. They're taking out AI. They've taken out 1. They've taken out 2. Biggie taking out players. Emsen has respawned. Can they get in the command tent? Can they get in the... Oh, is this the command tent? No, this is not the command tent. Agent J on the BTR. Where is the command tent? The command tent is just here at the back. They're putting up a defense right now. Emsen coming in. Man like Triz. He's still got 2 teammates. I believe K1 is just currently down. Down but not out. Emsen with his shoes off. He's nimble. Oh, and he saw K1 on the recovery. Some support coming in from Mac. Jiggly. In a bush warrior right now. Supremacy. Off on the hills. Paddy. Somewhere in Jotane. Max in Province. Jeffrey keeping a bunch of Americans hostage in their base. We've got Bearded on the right hand side being a solo warrior right there. Sea Spike and Supremacy. What's the plan here, boys? Slowly making their way forwards. Lots of Soviets respawning. It's Lofi, Villain, versus a few players there. What else can we see? We can see Smelly Finger. Flying a little bit too close, but they've managed to get out. Only killing the pilot. I mean, it's a barren landscape for them to kind of come across now. But they're defending the bases. You've got Eden, Duffy, and Jim approaching as well. And a few Soviet players going on the left-hand side. I think other changes I'd potentially make to the event as well. I mean, the Soviets have just done such a good job of defense, but they've also had time and a lot of time to do it. I would limit the amount of AI they can place. I think it's hard enough. You've got 32 versus 32. The Americans, and you know what? I'd love to see the exact same teams, because I think the organization the Soviets have, I think they would focus on the objectives first, because you've got teams split between objectives and the hostage. I think as time goes down, it's desperate attempts. But you've got to remember it's, you know, first things first, we need to spawn closer. If we keep spawning back at Fagari, yeah. And again, we've still not seen this command truck. We've still not seen this command truck or construction truck. They can build a base here. Biggie S'mores just on patrol. Looks like he's going to try and find Jeffrey here. Jeffrey may have found them first. Jeffrey's waiting. He's got the patience. This is quite a bit Russian-sided. Evening. Evening, evening, evening. This looks quality. I have only just started with Arma Reforger on GeoForce now, and I'm loving it. It's incredible, isn't it? I can only imagine what they're saying. The Russians have dressed me up in their gear. Oh, I love that. If the Americans did come for the victory, maybe they'd accidentally shoot Mr. Brandy. Wow, actually really rate that play. They're playing dress up with Brandini. You've got Drowsy Ollie. Yeah, it's very dark in here. Actually, I would come spend more time in here, but I just cannot see. They've built a hell of a... I don't know where I'm putting... Oh, there you are. Oh my god, it's so stuck.
Jaroslav Ryman.
What the fuck?
What the...
Coming in, friendly.
Hello.
Let's turn those lights on.
Who's that guy? Who's this guy?
What the fuck is that?
He's my friend.
Wait, why are you dressed as Mr. Brandy? And why are you dressed as a... What's that? Why are you playing dress up with the hostage?
You're the one playing dress up. You're the one in a denim jacket.
He's got you there.
I mean, I thought denim was in, no?
Well, if you make a move, mate, my gun's trained on your bollocks, so I wouldn't move if I were you.
Okay.
Mine's on the other one.
There's the Martin in there.
So, boys, the war's going pretty well for you guys right now.
We've got 2 hostages.
Say again?
The war's going pretty well for you guys right now. You've got, again, the bunker you've got here is absolutely phenomenal. How's the hostage been?
I've been on my
Annoying.
best behaviour, right, boys?
No,
Annoying.
he has
No,
not.
he hasn't.
It's like
No,
having a
he
fucking
hasn't.
2-year-old.
Oh, of course.
Mossy definitely wants to kill him.
Yeah.
Mossy,
Yeah,
Mossy has rights to kill him at the end of the game.
The second
very-
they
it's
said
very
I have
close.
the rights to shoot him in the brain.
Wow.
Yeah, we might lose this on purpose because Mossy might kill him.
Yeah, the looks like
It's
they're
very- it's a
escaping,
knife
now
edge
the
at the minute.
Americans are getting too close, he's dead.
I love how you've given him the bucket there. Liquids and
Brandy, stop it!
all in one.
Well, I told you.
I have been watching them, so that's probably has been changed.
And Brandy, have you tried to escape, or have you been on your best behavior?
I'll be honest with you, he's going to die anyway because he drank that iron brew down there and it wasn't iron brew, so he's going to die anyway.
Oh shit!
So, same
Well,
colour, but
He's
wasn't
got a
iron
big
brew.
iron poo.
I didn't escape. Bossy, he was just off duty. Put it that way.
Oh, okay. Mossy's getting the blame. Mossy, you almost let him go.
Sorry?
You almost let the hostage go.
Jacket dude in anyway.
I can't hear a thing.
Mossy, you pushed me further in here, what are you doing?
Okay. They're having a laugh there. They're having an absolute laugh. I'm going to delete myself, and I'm going to leave them to it. They're having a grand time. Let's have a look at the base. Again, a lot of Soviets playing defense on the hostage right now. Not particularly needed, though. On the bases here, you've finally got another push. Jiggly, Smelly, Eden. Coming against Brood, Ordo. and a bunch of AI as well. Over on the right side, this base practically untouched, unscathed, unbothered. And military base under no more threats as well. The American army scattered, confused. I don't know how else to say it. They've not got command trucks. They've not got transports. Jeffrey having a leisurely glide over the lake. Sir Chopped all the way at Lamentin, just doing some logistics. Very confused here. Regina, again, possible to build up into a base. No one else here. Rabbit's coming in with a super $5. Let's get Brandy home safely, guys. That's the objective. The objective is to get Brandy home and back into US territory. Or into US hands. You've got Paddy. Going by foot. And not an awful lot. You've got Soviets asking for the Americans to do better. You've got the Soviets asking for them to do better. I mean, it's a 2-hour event. Come on, Americans. Okay, what would I do if I'm the Americans right now? One, I'm getting a command truck. I'm driving the command truck all the way to Levy. I'm driving it to Levy. We pushed a rear base. All of you suicide spawn in an instant respawn. I mean, yeah, they did, but you use that to your advantage. But going right for the hostage is such... It's such a risky and ballsy move. Knowing they can do that. You need to go for the bases. You quiet, young man. 35 second respawn. Exactly. You've got the respawns there as well. Again, what I'm going to do right now is I'm actually going to go in. Let's go in. We've got the Soviet there. No, I don't want to be Soviets. Let's pick US Army. Oh. Oh, I actually can't. Can I join a team? I think I can join a team. There we are. So where can you spawn right now? This is what the teams can see. So they've got their objectives. This is the American side, right? They've got some flags here, some contact, and then you've got the base 1, base 2, base 3, and you've even got move. Look at these move signs here. So good to see. You can spawn Infogari. There you are. There you are. You've got Linksy with the command truck. You actually just beat me to it. Fantastic. So they're going to get the command truck. You get the command truck forwards. Okay. What else can we do? Let's go and get the construction truck. There we are. Fantastic. So with this construction truck, you can build command tents. Would have been handy to know about the cap tents. Yeah.
Hey, command truck stop. Command truck stop.
And here we go. I'm going to push forwards. Discord registration, yeah, was through Discord, absolutely. The event is, again, 3/4 of the way through. I'm jumping on board to give them a little hand in their last-ditch efforts. Oh, is that LAV active? Don't think it was.
Everybody load up in my heli and Fugari. I can combat landers on the hostage. Everybody load up in my heli.
Okay, they're going for a very last minute.
Wait for this MIA.
They're gonna. Okay, these. I'm not sure these strategies are gonna win, but they've got to do it. Watch Levy, or don't. Leave them. I want to see what they're doing at Levy. But also, I'm trying to help them out.
Into my heli, boys. Into my heli. Into my heli. I'll combat landers on hostage. Hurry up. Hurry up. Hurry up. Come on. Quick, 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 quick. Get in. Get in. Get in. Get in. Get in. Get in.
Guys, you've got Levy now. You can spawn at Levy. Forget about Fugari.
Kato, get in.
I'm not playing. I'm not playing.
Okay, so all they needed to do was bring this here. Actually, I can't actually do that. Load. Start building. Oh, there we are. Command post. Boom. Command post. Boom. Like that. Boom. Command post. You've built a command post for people to spawn. This helicopter's gonna fuck me, isn't it? Please, please don't. Please don't do it. This is how the next this is how the next mission will look. When I say mission, I mean the roadmap. And so from here, you've got the command tent, right? So now you can then build. Look, you can build everything you need from here. You can then, look, you can then get your armories. Boom, done. Light vehicles. Again, boom, done. Fuel depots. You've guessed it. Boom, done.
Someone type hostage location in chat. I'm unsure of whereabouts.
Living quarters for AI.
Where's the hostage, guys?
I mean, they really should know where the hostage is, right? Living quarters, helipad. And then all these supplies keep regenerating, so you can literally have all the helicopters you possibly need. But again, this is just an example of what they should have and what they could have done. And for one player to do that in 5 minutes, again, but maybe that was in instructions. Maybe they just didn't know they could do that, or maybe they ignored it. I don't know. I don't know. Let's have a look on the map, though. We come into our final 10 minutes on the base, and congratulations. The Americans have taken military base Levy. Wow. And the mortars are now starting to rain. So what I would do, let's say I've just respawned here, because you can. So what I would do now, I get another construction truck. Boom, 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 boom. Construction. Here you are. Oh my lord.
Lads, where's the hostage? Like, you marking the map?
Oh my god. That is wild. Okay, let's load this up. Start building. Was that our own team? No, it wasn't. It was the Soviet there. So what I would do is I'd put mortars here. From your mortars, we're talking to mortars, they're coming in. For mortars, I put AI on. AI are then going to send mortars up here. Lots of smoke going on here as well. Woo! Flying in, flying in. But let's have a look at the hostage. Any movement here? It's adjusting. Oh, we've got smelly finger. Oh my god. Oh my god. This is the closest it gets. 9 minutes left. Oh, you've got smelly finger, the American MVP. He's there. Mr. Brandini can hear him shooting. He's third person in it. There's 2 people in there to save Brandini. I want to hear what's being said right now. We've got grenades coming down. Risky business with a hostage in there. Grenades going in. Oh! And who was it? I think it might have been Drowsy. It was Drowsy who saved... Well, didn't really save the hostage, but he's kept him hostage. Is this the command truck? Holy shit, that's the... Crazy. Absolutely crazy. Again, another helicopter coming in. Again, you've got a forward spawn right here. Don't see anyone doing it. No save to publish. Save must be created or loaded. Oh, okay. Telling me off there. And again, a lot of the forces now, again, able to be spawned. Was that the construction? I believe it is.
Fed up of this shit. Get in the fucking heli, hurry up. Left side. Left side, get in the fucking heli.
You can... The language is flowing.
Right, I'm loading.
Go on, boys, you can do it, come on.
Boys, I'm gonna J-hook is in there, I'm gonna take out the blades. Just fucking push in the cave. Don't frag in the cave, he's close. There's multiple entrances, alright?
There you are. They're going in. We're going to have to watch this.
Right on it, right on it.
Anyway. Anyway, we're going to jump on board with one of the last assaults. Here we go. It is a helicopter full to the brim. Missiles are loaded. Oh, and on their 6, you've got 2 Soviet choppers.
This is the game-winning play right here. Close that fucking door.
Raining down on Levy.
Mate, on the land.
Let's see. A lot is riding on this play right now. The final 6 minutes. Can they rescue Brandy? Let's see how many players they've got to contend with. Oh my god. They've got so many players to contend with. The J-Hook comes in. RPGs. They're still alive. A few of them at least. They're dispersing. It's an absolute frenzy. Jiggly, Triz going in, Munner on the left, Duffy up top, Tobias Gaming takes out Triz. Jiggly's alive. A few players regaining consciousness. RPGs coming in, raining down on their parade. And it looks like that will be their final push. Talking of pushes. You've got Lynxie. Just get the command truck up. Come on, Lynxie. Miss Michelle flying around. Feels like a celebration lap. 4 minutes remaining. Look at the... I have to say, Plug and the team have done incredible with these bases. With the scenario, with everything. Massive well done to them. Massive salute in chat. We give them 15 minutes for Levy. Oh, you've given them 15 minutes for Levy? Fair enough. No way you've just killed your own teammates. No way. They need all the support they can get. How can we deploy command trucks? Have they got signal there, Mr. Plug? Have they got signal to the command truck? My construction truck was despawned. Where was it? Where was it? Just ping a game master. The game masters are there to help you. You've got Plug, you've got Catter. I'll even help out as well. So anyway, what I was going to do before I was rudely blown up by my own wrongdoing is, again, this really should have been utilized a lot more. The construction trucks. Oh, 0 supplies. That's so handy. Normally there's supplies in here. Oh, I think maybe back there. So what I would have done... Oh yeah, there are supplies here. Let me just dismantle this. You know, wait, can you not dismantle this? Surely you can. You've got to be able to dismantle everything, right? So again, dismantle that. Bring a construction truck here. Again, this is a base in which the Soviets can't take back. It is basically you push them back, they cannot recapture. Dismantling in the middle. Mr. Plug was looking at me like, oh dear. Load, load, load. Start building. Mortars. There you are. Now, just for speed, I am just going to show you what I would have done, because we're coming towards the end of the game, and you can do this in normal conflict, so you might find this really useful. Love when that happens. Okay, so I believe you can go to edit properties, build progress. Might actually be faster to build it. Or can I actually not spawn any? Oh, that's crazy. I think we maybe have hit our limits on AI. That is crazy. Just as I'm trying to show you guys how to do it. I've actually got it. Jeffrey is back here causing trouble. The AI limit is definitely being hit by the Soviets right now. 100%. 100%. Absolutely crazy. How long left? Let's get the time in the chat for everyone. You've got attack after attack coming in with the helicopters flying in. Desperation. Desperation. They're just trying to land on the point, but there's so many people. And it's just helicopter after helicopter after helicopter. And if they want more time, you have to go and capture another base, which Mac is trying to do right now. Actually, we've got a fire team now. I believe actually we can probably put... Oh, I didn't have enough time. Oh, here you are. I'm actually trying to remember how to control the AI. I know it's like a D-pad and another button, isn't it? I can't remember the buttons. Hopefully, someone in the chat. What's the buttons to command on PlayStation? Shows you the last time I did that. But you can get them to... Wait, could I assign them on Game Master? You could assign them. You can command them, but I cannot remember for the life of me. Evening, hello, hello. Russians are calling for time, lol. I think that's absolutely fair. I think we've done the maximum 2-hour limit. Maybe what Mr. Plug's trying to show. Show us how it's done, boss. Okay, well, he's gone. Okay, Soviets are calling for time. The original time is 2 hours, was the 2-hour limit. Even though they've captured the base, I mean, that should really take them to an hour and a half. I have to agree with the Soviets here. I think it is time to call it. I'm going to fly over, see if there's any more attacks going on. And I'm going to jump back in the call with yourselves. Agreed, Soviets, you've done a phenomenal job. The Americans got the base late, and that really should have extended that time to an hour and a half. Obviously, they already had over an hour and a half there. And it feels like they're now playing more objectives than what they have done all game. So, with that being said, I'm going to call it there. A Soviet win. And I'm going to do the lightning strikes. There you are. I'm going to symbolize that it is over. There you are. It is over. The game has done. The Soviets have captured Mr. Brandini. Well, bloody done. Well, bloody done. That is it. GG's, well played. Let's jump on board with the hostage. I'm trying to, at least. Oh, Miss Michelle killed Brandini.
I'm stuck. I'm stuck.
Yeah,
Oh, I was just coming to interview. I was just coming to interview Brandy.
Oh, he's dead.
Yeah, you're not leaving there.
Oh, I'm the hostage now.
Don't worry.
You'll never take me alive. Oh, maybe dead. Maybe dead. It's always crazy trying to then kind of celebrate the game at the end of it. And kind of get the winning teams together. But what we're going to do is jump on board with Kata and with Drowsy to do the rundown of the events. Well done to the Soviets. Incredible work and defense. Americans, you were once again grasping it towards the end. Again, the team play, getting people in choppers together, capturing these bases. Absolutely phenomenal. No clear comms from Leeds. Need more info on how to cap X. There you are. So again, a few little issues. I think I would actually like to do it next time. I'm going to go talk to Cat and Plug right now so we can discuss the next event. If you'd like to be in the next event, get in the Discord. We'll announce it there. Okay? And I want to streamline and keep it simple. So I've got an idea. I'm going to pitch it to Plug now. So wish me good luck, because Plug is the director alongside with Kata. Let's jump on board. Hello, hello.
Hello, hello.
Okay, so live on stream still. Well done to the Soviets. Incredible event. Brandini, I did see soon as the game ended, the Soviets were very relieved to be able to get rid of you. And they did so very quickly and dispose of your body.
I think I annoyed them to the limit.
Love that. Kata as well. I can see Mac there is kind of asking for a bit of an explanation. Can you refer them to the stream as I kind of will explain everything there. We extended their time to the limit. Again, the original limit was 1 hour 15. We realized, hey, well, they needed a bit more time. We were lenient on their side. And so from there, we did extend their time to the maximum time that would have been given if they captured all 3 bases. So the fact they then captured bases after that, we weren't going to extend the time because it had already been expanded, or extended, sorry, to the maximum. So, yeah, they had the play time there. Incredible event, everyone. Again, phenomenal. It was so fun to watch. And like we always see on the first of any event that's happened, the Americans then got themselves together. There were some figures that were commanding the units, getting them into the helis, doing the drop-offs. You know, they captured military base Levy. And, you know, it all was coming together just too late. Now I'm going to jump over to Brandy just for your highlights of the event as the hostage.
It was well, one was a little escape because I just had to distract one with a light, make him laugh, and I stuck past. And the other's just annoying every one of the Soviets. They were fighting over who gets to kill me at the end.
Oh, I absolutely love that. And who did kill you in the end?
It was Michelle.
It could only have been Michelle. Absolutely. Love that. Kata and Plug, incredible work. I want to quickly go through your highlights of the event, and then also, you know, what would you then do differently for round 2? So we'll start with Plug.
My highlight is seeing the Russians all set out as one big team. You couldn't really tell apart the Russians as squads, but you can tell which squads the Americans are in, because they're a bit too fragmented. So I'm really proud of the Russians for sticking together as one big team. Really, they coordinated all each other into voice chats, and they've been planning this for a while, to be honest. So they deserve it.
Yeah, I
it's
remember.
amazing to see the plans.
Yeah, seeing in the Discord the platoon chat, and I think it was the Soviets who had so many members in the voice call compared to the Americans, who probably had a quarter of the amount of people. So yeah, definitely that organization came into play, and you saw the strategies, defending the bases, getting the AI, the helicopters, designated roles. Yeah, definitely just stood out there. And what would you change for the next time?
Make it a bit easier for the Americans to approach.
Yeah.
You give them a set up FOB that they can capture, and just probably rewatch the streams.
Absolutely. Moving on to Kata there, what was your highlight and what would you change for next time?
Well, my highlight was when Brandy tried to escape.
Yeah.
That was amazing. And second highlight is actually the American attack on Levy base. It actually was easy. All they had to do is to walk into the tent and they would have another FOB. If they were to do that earlier in the game, it would have been easier for them. What I would change is probably what Clark said as well. Maybe put an FOB that Americans can capture, only Americans can capture. And yeah. I hope the Americans would use more radio backpacks and command trucks next time.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, the construction truck kind of, you know, in the last 20 minutes, I drove from Fagari, just kind of make a point to them that, you know, this really should have been done super early on, and put that command tent down, and then, you know, set up the mortars, get the AI. Obviously, I've gone to command the AI in my last final minutes and actually couldn't do it. That's something for me to learn. Moving forwards, and I think kind of allowing the simplicity for what needed was the American team really to be together. And I think maybe the squad process, we eliminate squads in the sense of you join the, again, I'm pitching this to you guys for early feedback, you too as well, chat. So when you put your name forward to join an event, you will simply put your name forward for, again, either Soviet or American. We fill out the 32 players without squads, and then you can join one big group chat. Maybe there you can nominate a team leader or discuss between yourselves.
That is how they're set up, but right now a lot of them want to what's it called, be in their own squads together. Plus, if people do just want to join and don't care about squad preference or anything like that, they can just press to join a random squad, and it will automatically just assign them to wherever it's at.
But they can see like a 32-player chat with the whole team in.
Yeah. So they have their command channel. Everyone can see the command channel, but only squad leaders can speak in it, basically.
Okay. I just say that because, again, I'm not sure whether it was last-minute sign-ups or comms failing between squads. There was a lot of questions, and I think the simplicity isn't as again for us because we know the system, but I think for them it needs to be even more simple for them. It is a very simple system. I'm not saying it's not.
A lot of people don't know how game master scenarios work. So like, for example, being able to build a command tent with the construction truck is a game master only feature, so making those things more clear next time, 100%.
Absolutely. And I think, again, I definitely could have done a bigger part there with some videos beforehand, just kind of showing off again the event and what you to do. And I definitely will be doing that myself for the next time, because I think I didn't expect this event. In my head, I was there like, I don't think it's going to be as good as the island one, and you know, I was completely wrong. There was the conflict aspect, the hostage aspect. so much strategy, and I can't wait to do the second one, this, more than the island one. But then again, I've heard about your next island one, so I'm just like going to explode. I don't know what to expect anymore.
It's just we knew this event would be quite complicated. That's why it took us so long to kind of figure out the final details about it. But now that we've seen it unfold in a big scenario, we can definitely improve it.
Absolutely. And quickly going to the chat right now. Wasn't able to place command trucks. I did see Linksy kind of driving down with one, put in the chat he couldn't place it. Was that because of radio signal, perhaps?
No, there is no radio signal on Game Master, sorry. So Linksy did set up his later on, and someone else tried to set another one up, but it doesn't tell you that one already exists in Game Master. So
oh, so if there is already one, then you can't have a second. So it is then just seeing that on the map. Radios didn't work. There was no comms as radios. US team. Again, again, let's talk about that. Again, a lot of the things about comms, we see that across events though, with the mushy one, with R1, the radios.
That is just bugs in the game, and that's why we've set all. So similar to them all having access to the command channel, they also straight away get access for the VC for them to all speak. That's why they were all in there.
Of course,
I did expect them to kind of go in there and then just have squad leaders in the VC and then split the squads into in-game chat basically. But
absolutely, and I think, well, again, I will reiterate that. Yeah, so next time, guys, for the Discord, obviously the event is set up there. You have got the voice chat channels there as well. So again, for the next event, you will know, use Discord, because sometimes in game comms just do not go the way you want them to go. But yeah, all been an incredible event. And what is next? What is the next event?
Well, it's really up to people. We might this time give them a vote now that they've seen the island event and they've seen this event. So we'll give them a choice out of these two or a new one. So
or a new one. Oh my god! I'm not sure. I'm not sure people can handle it.
Oh, and we have Rabbit coming up with an event too soon.
Oh my god, I love that. I love that. Rabbit, can you give us a teaser into what we could expect from your event?
Close quarters. That's just a lot of close quarters.
A lot of close quarters. There we are. So we're going to see the expansion of Everon minimized to some first person, maybe close quarter action. Love that.
Maybe at Monty. You never know.
Maybe at Monty as well. Of course, I'd like to mention two other things. We are working on, obviously, a rematch of Capture the Castle with Mushy. And then secondly, just a big shout out to the Mushy community. They launched their Arma League, which are teams of 6. And the winning team is, I believe, 10 teams from different communities. The prize pot of $125, I believe, not pounds, to the winning team. If you would like more information on that, I will post and forward it into the general chat in our Discord, and you can get a squad of 6. I believe they would be doing their events midweek on a Wednesday, but again, all details will be on the Discord general chat in T-minus 15 minutes, so look out for that. But incredible events. I love seeing the south of Everon. Again, the hostage been an absolute nuisance. I think the biggest nuisance for the Soviets. Then the US Army, perhaps. Just driving them insane. So well done to Brandy for that.
Thank you, Plug, for your hard work.
And of course, massive thank you to Plug, Kata, and everyone that has joined in with the efforts to make that event as incredible as possible. Any final words from you guys?
Push the bases faster, guys.
Push the bases faster. Absolutely. I love that. I'm going to catch up with you guys shortly. I'm going to end the stream now. And again, the sun will set on this event. We'll start planning for the next one. I will see you guys very shortly. And thank you very much again for the incredible event.
Love you guys.
There we are. Wow. Incredible. Well done to the Soviets. They taken home the victory. Commiserations to the Americans. Let's have a quick recap. So, Americans set off from Lamentin. They traveled with their LAVs, their convoy, command trucks, fought AI all the way along. They split off early on, with some going across the countryside and a few following the main roads round. They finally got to Fagari, started building up. As they got there, though, into Province, they had this little area here. Now, with the construction trucks, they were able to build forward command tents and make these little bases, which they were going to be these forward operating bases. They didn't utilize that. So that's one missed opportunity. Again, from here, these supplies regenerate, so you can get as much as you want, as many helis and everything else. Up the road, again, the Soviets came along quickly, met them here, and the first engagements took place. Soviets got the helis in the air and just were a nuisance throughout. Brandy turned into Golem and tried to escape from his captures in Mordor. And again, this beautiful base built by Plug Kata here. Incredible. Just look at this. On the south of Everon. Absolutely love it. And again, the cave system. Let's just show you once again where the hostage was held. Look at this little cave here. Sandbags built up. And a little holding room as well. Oh my god. Absolutely incredible work. And if the Soviets came up, they had a few bases they had to defend. Here's one. There's two. And military base levy was 3. The Americans had to come along with the command truck, build forward operating bases, attack the bases to extend the match by 15 minutes. We gave them a time extension before they did it, just because it took quite a while for them to get there. So we extended their time to the max. So a few of the players saying, hey, well, actually, we were capturing the bases and the time didn't get extended. It's because we already extended the match to the maximum, as if you did capture 3 bases. So that's why we did not extend it anymore. The time limit max was 2 hours, and you did go past that. Soviets did a very good job, and there will be changes for the next one. Now, in the chat, before we end, what would you guys like to see next? What would you guys like to see next? Would you like to see this hostage situation round 2 with the changes? Or would you like to see the island event, or maybe something different? Let me know. Let me know in the chat right now before I go. Thank you to all the likes. Thank you to everyone for taking part. But yeah, there's a lot more to come. That was a fun. I ended up staying with the hostage a bit. I saw you, Drowsy. You defended him. I can't know when to do the one life event again. I know. I think the one life event I would very much like to do as well. Then that could be our rotation on events. We've got the island, we've got the hostage, and we've got the one life extraction event. Yeah. I'd be very, very happy with that. Yeah. Okay. Guys, thank you so much for joining me. I can't wait to do it again. Cannot wait to do it again. I'll be live tomorrow for a Sunday stream. I hope you'll all join me as we are on our way to 2,000, or sorry, not 2,000, 3,000 subscribers. We're 70 away. If you want to be involved in the next event, you know what to do. Join the Discord. Join it now. I'll see you later. Have a good one. 8A type invasion with LAVs and BTRs. Ooh, yes. I feel like we need to get rid of RPGs as well in all events. Just saying. Just saying. Guys, you've been amazing. See you later. Have a good night. Bye-bye.